What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod and I'm coming at you now with another video. Today I want to talk to you about ways you can make money off of Yugioh. Now I know there's been a lot of different YouTubers out there who've made a lot of different variations of videos quite like this. In fact, I myself have done a lot of different videos on this topic way back in the day. Back when I used to buy cases of Yugioh more often. I did those primarily because a lot of my subscribers would ask, why do I buy all these cases? How do I get the money to afford all these different kind of cases or boxes or packs or whatever? And I kind of did those videos to explain more or less how you can make profit off of it. So in this video I just kind of want to go over some of those methods, and I'm going to use the newest 4 boxes that I bought from Dragons of Legend to kind of give you an example of exactly how that works. The first thing I want to say is if you're buying product to primarily make profit off of it, you have to get it for less than retail. Whether you're buying it from an actual vendor or you can get it from a store that'll sell it to you for less than retail, closer to wholesale, or whatever the case may be, whatever connection you can get or whatever place that you can go to that will actually hook you up with some kind of a discount, you're going to have to get it for less than retail to really make a significant amount of profit. The next thing you can do is turn around the product as fast as possible. Typically, most of the holos that you pull from the set will be at their most valued point right when the set first comes out. So some holos will definitely rise in price the longer the set's been out, but most of them will drastically drop. So the prices I'm going to use are those that I sold the product for either up on eBay, Facebook, or just to local people around me. Alright, so for my 4 boxes of Dragons Legend, I actually paid $60 each for them for a total of $240. So in order for me to break even, I need to pull $240 worth of cards, or in order for me to actually gain profit and make it worth my while, I need to get above the $240 mark. Now one of the reasons that maybe I actually think I should have bought a case of this set was that Soul Charge was going for such a good premium price right when the set came out. Now, I ended up selling my Soul Charges for between $9 and $12. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and average it down to about $10 per copy. So I pulled 14 copies of Soul Charge out of my 4 boxes, so that's $140 just off of the Soul Charges. So that's more than half of the cost made just off of a super rare that's in the set. That's why it's such a pretty good set too. But that's not uncommon to have a card that you can pull a lot of, that you can make a decent amount of profit off of. Anyhow, moving forward, I actually pulled 5 copies of Curry Bandit. Now those went for about 10 to 15 when I was selling them, so we'll even average them down at the low end to about 10. So now I'm up to $190 worth of making back the cost that I spent on the product. I pulled 5 of the Mathematicians, and I sold those for between, I would say, $7 and $10, so we'll average those at about 8, so that's about $40. So now I'm at the $230 mark. I also picked up 10 copies of Wiretap, which is a super in the set. Those don't go for very much. I think I sold them for between 3 and 4, so we'll average them down to about $3. So now I'm at about $260, which is $20 more than what I spent on the product. So that's definitely a good mark. So now we're above where we need to be. We're already into the profit range, more or less, which I'll get to pretty soon. And then we have cards like Amulet Dragon, which I think I sold for about $12 to $15 with when they first came out. So let's average them to, let's just say 12, make it easier. I pulled 4 of those, so that should be about $48 that you can add to the pot now. From there I only pulled 1 of the Dark Magician Girl fusions, which is, you know, kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. That went for about $17. Between the Fire and Ice hands, I think I pulled a total of 10-ish between them. I sold them for roughly about $5 each, so that's another $50 worth of cards, obviously, that can get added to the pot. So as you can see, we're already kind of now pretty much well above what we spent on the product. Plus, I have a lot of cards in the set, tons of the cards in the set that I sell for like $1 each or $2 each or $3 each that will just continually add up every time, you know, somebody wants something. I can sell them a play set for $3, $4, $5, and that doesn't sound like a lot at first, but when you multiply that times, you know, 10 or 20 people selling a playset of a card for $5, now you're getting an extra $50 or $100 off of those playsets, so it's kind of nice. I mean, when you add up all the other little supers or just secrets that aren't normally sought after as highly, you can make a lot of profit off of those as well. Plus, this actually allows me to keep cards that I want for my own collection. So now instead of going out and buying 3 Soul Charges, I actually could just keep 3 for myself, or if I wanted the Mathematicians, I could just keep 3 from my boxes, or whatever the case may be. And so I don't actually have to sell all that stuff because I'm making money off of the other stuff that I invested. So for me personally, not only does this allow me to make a profit off of Yu-Gi-Oh, but it actually allows me to build a collection of cards that I can then use in my personal life when I'm creating, decks to build to take to tournaments, or just to use in duels against my friends, or to make videos with, or in my case I just like collecting cards or collecting things in general, so it's nice to have an actual collection of stuff. And it works for me because now I don't have to actually spend money per se, or I should say lose money on building this collection. I just have to go out and then resell the product afterwards. So it is a little bit of time consuming, but you do make a profit off of doing it that you get to keep, and you get to get a card collection too, which I find very appealing. Now this is just off of 4 boxes, so obviously if I would have bought a full case of this, I could have doubled or tripled the amount of money that I could have brought back in. And for those of you guys who have been with my channel for an extremely long amount of time, you'll know that this is why I used to buy so much Yu-Gi-Oh product by the caseload. And so the reason I don't really do this as much as I once did is time. I don't have as much free time. Once I decided to go back to school, a lot of that free time that I used to spend up on eBay and packaging and posting product and scanning in pictures and all that kind of stuff, I now devote to doing homework and studying and stuff like that. Now I still do buy product quite often. I mean, I'm sure if you watch my channel you can tell that. But I don't have as much free time to actually spend on the internet selling it. And so because of that, I can't really buy as much product as I once did. But I still do from time to time, especially when new sets and stuff come out, I like to get some of the product. Anyhow, those are just some of the experiences I've had on ways that you can make profit off of Yu-Gi-Oh! One other thing that people often bring up is when I buy the kind of core sets, what do I do with all those extra commons that I get? And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff back here involving them, and I've been thinking about maybe making a video showcasing how you can actually make extra profit off of those as well. So if you'd like to see that video, or if you liked this video, remember to let me know those down in the comment section below. And if you have any other questions regarding selling product or whatnot, I'll be sure to try and answer those as well. And I guess that's going to do it for now. This is GalacticGod.